in real life today.
Man, what's up, everybody? It's Q and Chop. We're chopping it up, man. Today, we got Faith Pegues, man, an educator and an entrepreneur. Man, Chop, how you been?
Doing good. Faith, how are we doing?
I'm great. Glad to be here.
I'm glad for you to be here, and too.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Thanks for taking the time out your day to come on the podcast. I know you're busy, like you said, entrepreneur, man. You got things up and coming, things growing.
Yeah.
I know you're pretty excited, so we definitely want to give you a chance, a platform for you to expound on those things.
Definitely. Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right, so go ahead, tell the people a little bit about yourself and what you represent and who you are.
Definitely. My name is Faith Pegues. I am from Greensboro, North Carolina. I am currently an educator. I've been teaching for 3 years now. I love it. There's nothing better than educating the future. I think that's the way we're going to see the most change and rewards in the system. But
so that's what made you become an educator?
Definitely. When you teach, you get to see different personalities. I'm a skill builder type teacher, so I see what you are best skilled in, what are your strengths, and I try to motivate you and pull those strengths out of you, so when you get older, well, I'm really good at this, I can do this, just preparing them for the future.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, definitely want to prepare the kids for the future. They're impressionable. So, what age are you teaching?
For the first 2 years, I taught second grade, which is about 6, 7, and then first grade, which is about 6, 7. So between 6 and 8-ish, they're very influential at that age. They're still attached to adults, so you can have kids who I've been called mama, I've been called, oh, you're my school mom. It's such a wonderful experience. Not having kids myself, I can go in and have 20 plus kids. Be like, okay, I love you all. Let's do this. So I love it.
And you don't got to take them home with you.
Right. At 3:45, you got to get on the bus.
That's awesome. So, what are your goals with education? Are you have any aspirations?
Definitely. In the near future, within the next year, I do plan to get my master's in school administration. Definitely want to be higher in the school system to make those changes and those kind of rules and culture that you want to see in schools. Like just making a school that I would want my children to go to, full of teachers who love kids who love coming to school, just everybody in the building having one purpose, one vision, one sound, just everybody moving to the betterment of society and America. So yeah.
Awesome. Well put. Very articulate.
So where did you go to school?
I went to UNC Charlotte. I majored in elementary education with a minor in children's literature and childhood studies.
I gave Charlotte 20 points. I ain't gonna lie. We lost though, but I gave y'all 20.
I hate I missed that game. But yeah.
So where do you teach at now?
I teach at Ideal Charter School in Durham, North Carolina.
Bull City.
Right. It's a public charter school, which means it's a free charter school, but we still have our own rules and schedule and things. We can kind of manipulate stuff how we like.
So what's the difference from a charter school to a public school or private school?
So public school, you have to abide by the state's rules. Yep. You test on this day. You go to school this many days. The state tells you what to do. Public charter, you still kind of have to listen to the state, but you got a little bit more leeway. You have a board that comes together and makes decisions as far as school closing, schedules, things like that.
What do you prefer?
Well, I've only worked in the charter school. So as soon as I came out of graduation, I went to Ideal, the school I work in now. So I really don't know the other side. But I just love my school so much, I don't think I want to go and figure anything else out. So,
but me being a public school teacher, I think I would like to be at a charter school or a private school. Like you say, you have more control over the development of the kids. You're not forced by the state to teach this and this, and
Right.
certain things are washed in certain ways to,
I feel you.
to sway opinion, I should say.
Yeah. Plus, on the schools, I feel like in the public school system, you're on in their schedule, and then you're waiting on their dollar.
Yep.
Instead of charter school, you get the board, and there's money coming in from privately and publicly from the state. But I don't know. I'm not a teacher, so you guys are the teacher, so you gotta school me a little bit.
Yeah, most def. But talk about that, the money in a charter school and a public school. We have a set income, but a charter school, and we talked off air, that's a little bit different.
Right. So from my understanding, and that's why I love my boss, because she will tell me and say, well, this is how it goes, and just tell me how it works. It's no, well, you got to do it. She's going to flat out tell you how it works. And so the state gives us a certain amount of money is allotted to us, and we pool the money as we need it. So you have however much money. And you say, okay, we need this much for desk, or we need this much for furniture, and you use it like that, but you still have to account for every dollar that you spend. Plus, you get paid based on how many students you have enrolled in your school. So the more students, obviously, you get the more money. But that's how you fund teachers. That's how you get equipment. That's how you get school lunches, field trips. Just everything comes from that big old bundle of money.
So it's a hustle, really a grind. You got to be a salesman in a sense, as well as a teacher. You got to go out there door to door almost, right? Right.
Because if they feel like that money is not being used wisely, or in their opinion, in a good enough way, they're going to be like, oh, you don't need this much. Next year, you're going to get this much. And you're like,
but do you get paid more than public?
I do.
Okay. Why? Do you know how much percentage?
I'm not sure how much percentage.
But, you make more than,
yes,
public.
Some of my former college friends were upset because they were making less. And I'm like, well, you just got to go to a charter school now.
Yeah, or private,
Private, yeah.
Catholic school and all that.
Definitely.
I bet those schools are different, man.
Right, yeah, most definitely. So talk about the online learning. How did that go for you, man? I know I'm a special ed teacher, so ours is a little different. We don't expect crazy much, we don't expect too much attention because they don't give us much attention while we're in school.
Right.
So, but how was that online learning for you?
It was definitely a shock because COVID definitely hit everybody by surprise.
Right.
And so when we were having staff meetings, my CEO, like I said, I love her because she's just brilliant. She will say, we had a staff meeting that I want to say Thursday before, and she was like, schools are closing, so we're going to come to school Monday and Tuesday. We're going to get out laptops. We're going to get out login information. We're going to give out everything so the parents have everything we can do to prepare. The governor closes school that Saturday, so we had no type of game plan anymore. And so it was just really rough because all the kids don't have devices to log on. Kids were having to go to grandparents, whomever could watch them while their parents were still at work. So it was hard getting in contact. But it was definitely, you could really feel how much you missed that interaction with them. Like we would be on Zoom calls and they would just be looking like, so I'd be like, I just want to hug y'all. And I just want to be like, I want to sing songs. And it was just hard. It was hard for me personally, but it's now the new normal. So kind of got to get used to it and see what worked and what didn't work so we could be ready in August.
Yeah, I understand how you feel about your kids, seeing them on Zoom. Like, I'm a head coach of a team, so of a soccer team. So for me, not seeing the kids, every 3 days, it's like,
it's hard.
It's hard. And Zoom is like the same, because they're like watching TV or they're getting distracted or everybody started saying, oh, and then everybody, oh. And I'm like, can we stop?
Definitely.
So I can't make you run laps and the Zoom call, but, it's weird, This new normal stuff is people, I remember I saw a meme and it said, "Oh, my keys. Don't forget your keys. Don't forget your wallet and whatever, you know." Now it says, "Oh crap, I forgot my mask." I'm like, and that's me. I've been forgetting my mask to go anywhere. And then restaurants being closed and banks are closed. I'm like, nah, I want this over already.
Definitely.
This over.
Yeah, man, most definitely. It's crazy. I definitely miss going out and eating and just relaxing outside. You know, it's crazy. I was thinking, summer was going by and we went outside. Everybody was stuck inside, scared of coronavirus, and it was all nice days. Right. I was missing it.
Yeah, I've been going outside a lot more. That COVID and all that. March, April, I went to the trails, to the Greenway, and start walking more. And now that it's more, now we go places now and do more things. I haven't gone walking no more, but but those months that nobody was open, like nothing was open, I was walking in the Greenways. But just trying to stay active. So Faith, what else you like to do? What is your hobbies or things you like to do when you got time off?
Definitely spending time with my family. I love them all so much. Shopping, getting my nails done, which was really has been an issue with COVID because I'm like, I really need to go, but is it safe? So just still trying to navigate that, but just really hanging out with friends, being very social. I'm a very sociable person, so COVID sucked because I couldn't see any of my friends. I couldn't hang out. We couldn't go get no drinks. It was just really terrible. But that's what I like to do: hang out with people, be social, talk.
Do you have a special talent, like singing or dancing or cooking? Or
I like to think that I could do all those things. But no, just really, no, I don't got no talents. I'm kind of funny sometimes.
Sometimes. But you're a teacher, though, so that's a talent.
Right. They going to love you regardless.
Patience is a talent.
They going to love you regardless.
Right. You just got to be in, in the good side, and that's it.
Right.
Right. So, off the air, you was talking about you had some entrepreneurial goals, and you was chasing some dreams. You want to talk about that?
Definitely. I've started a page. It's called SincereleyFaith. Just me talking about the things going on currently in America, going on in society, just to give the insight of a Black woman. I'm 25, so I feel like I'm in a really prime age to know how it was prior to and how things are constantly changing. So that's just me really just talking, getting my ideas out. I want people to talk to me, kind of let me know, challenge my ideas, my thoughts, because I always want to grow and evolve, but just giving you a basis of, well, did you think of it like this? I'm also starting a service to help the homeless. It's called Faithful Servant, and it's about bags that you could give out to homeless people that you see on the streets, and then the bags will be things they need, like maybe water, napkins. What else do they need? Like women will need feminine products, wipes, just things like that that could help them instead of, some people don't want to give them money because they say, well, they don't know what they're going to do with the money. So you give them the bag and it has the stuff in there that they need. And so I think that's a great way to help those who are in need, and like what it's going to and how it will help someone else.
So I have a question about that. What I've heard is, so for a homeless woman, right, and then they need their feminine, hygiene stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How did they do it?
That's a really good question.
Like how they do it, with their... And
so when you get money, you have to decide: am I going to get food? Am I going to get feminine products? Because I know that's coming, or I know I'm going to need it. It's just, and that's just one way to take away that type of feeling or that, because that's not an enjoyable experience anyway in the best of situations. And so in the worst of situations, it's just another thing, so it's very difficult. So
how's it gonna work? I'm sorry, bro. So how's the faith for the bag faiths? How is that gonna work? How's it gonna by donations? Is it
definitely? So definitely donations. That way, the bags can be produced. If you want to purchase bags yourself, so when you're driving, you could pass out a bag. It's just a way of feeling like you're contributing to society. You're being a blessing to someone else. Instead of just giving them money, you're giving them something you know they can need. And I feel like people want to help, but they don't always want to give money because it could be misconstrued. You could do this, you could do that. But I feel like that's a good way for people to help and not be committed to giving money.
What sparked this idea? How'd you come up with Faithful Servant? And what did Sincerely Faith come first, or just how did this all evolve?
Faithful Servant came first. I was just driving home, and every day I would see different people on the corner just asking for money on the exit to get off. And so it was just really heartbreaking because I'm like, is this many people that's homeless? And it's like, I don't always carry money cash on me. And so I just try to be like, if I do have to give, because I can give, but it was just more so like, what can I do to help? I think homelessness is a really big problem because if you don't have anywhere you can at least go and be safe and shower and relax, you just never have peace of mind. You never can be safe. You can never be calm because you don't know where you're going to stay, what's going to happen, someone going to take something. It's just living in a constant state of fear. So I think homelessness is just one of the worst things ever. I just hate it. But yeah, so that's where that came from.
So you just want to make a difference, make a change.
Definitely. Any way I can be a help to those people. I
mean, that's what it takes, man. The most successful people find that supply and demand, that little crack in the surface that, when people need the help. And you step in and you be the best, and, that's how people really can help a lot of people. It can grow. And I can see how you use Sincerely Faith to market that as well. So I see why you got the page after that. And I think that's going to be a good idea. I think you can get rock and rolling.
I like the idea, and then wish you good luck on it. It's something that people need, homeless people need, and it's a good value in life. To give back when you have, just because you have, an extra $10 doesn't mean waste them on trash.
Right.
Give it back, because I feel like the more you give, the more you receive.
Definitely.
Especially if you're not looking for it. I tell people, if you do good things just to get good things back to you, it's not going to work. Because you can't be looking for it.
Oh, yeah.
You have to do good things on your own terms, on your good own heart. And then, whoever you rely on in the upstairs, will help you out at the end. So, because a lot of times I've seen personally, I have done something in the street, that I was not thinking about it. I just helped the lady out or this and that. And then the next day, something happens, and I'm like, something good happens to me. Like if I was missing something.
Right.
And I find it,
That's crazy because one time, bro, I was driving down the street and there was this lady begging for money. I had a 20 in my hand. I felt so compelled to give her that 20, man. I don't know why. I had Joe past her and everything. Pulled a Yui, gave her the 20. About 2 days later, I found about $25 on Food Lion parking lot. Lie to you not. About crazy. I'm like, okay. Like, that junk crazy. I was like, all right. I really had to turn around. I couldn't go. I don't know why. Maybe she needed 20 for some reason.
Yeah.
But
we all been there. When you need the money and you've been good in life.
Right.
The money finds you somehow. If it's using your room or your car or your savings account that you forgot about, the money's always there. I tell people, don't steal. Don't do this. If you're being good in life and you by being good-hearted, you don't gotta steal. Money will find you.
Right.
And good faith will follow you back.
Definitely.
So I see that you have a I Can't Breathe shirt. Talk to me about it.
Right. Speaking of world events, I was just about to go there too.
Well, the things that has been transpiring in this country in the past month and a half that has been amplified to this magnitude we can no longer stand by and allow people, and no matter what position they are, to further divide this country when people are being killed at the hands of other people simply because they are black or of another race is unacceptable. We, as the community, the Black Lives Matter community, have to do our best to educate those who are not as educated in the topic. Now, I try not to make it a white and a black thing, right? But that's just simply what it pans out to be, because we can't be silent anymore. We have to let our friends know, regardless of what race they are, that we deserve to be here. We're valued members of this society, and you can't just kill us for no consequence. If there were consequences for people's actions, we would not be protesting, we would not be rioting. But black people are dying, and nothing is happening. These people are going on with their lives like they didn't just take someone's father, mother, sister, daughter, son, whomever. And that's just crazy to me. That's not cool at all.
And something needs to be done about it, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, but when you have someone who is supposed to steer this country in a positive direction and to band this country together, we don't have someone to do that currently. So the nation is just in an uproar. It's a mess. You hear more and more things of people protesting. People are rioting, they're burning down stuff, and then that's the only thing you see. But you don't see the other half of people who are, we not the ones that's burning down the places. It's other people who are trying to blame the black people for burning down stuff. And
was
that's
that
not fair.
Antifa, right? You know what it's called, or something like that?
Something like that. I don't know the name.
But that's crazy, and I said that when it first happened too. That the cops and other people are going down, burning, and then blaming it on us, trying to make it seem like we're the bad guys always. And the media, like you said, is only capturing the negative stuff. Like, what about the people that are peaceful protests? What about people that are just marching?
They're not going to show that.
They're not going to show that.
It's too good.
And
it's
that's
not
just
good media,
right? And it's not good. Like, and it puts us in too positive of a light.
Right.
Too many of us are too many good fathers. There's too many good, people that are just. Black people that are just doing their thing.
Definitely.
There's too many of it, and they trying to say that's not. They trying to show us, like those little videos they show those people that they interview and they make a music video out of it. Why they gotta interview them? Like, they always show like the lowest of low. Like, come on now. Like, you think it's funny, but like, come on, we're better than that.
It's more than just that. It's
right.
How black women are dying during childbirth at more alarming rates than white and other minorities are. Because black people don't get the medications and they don't get the diagnosis that other people are getting. Black women are going to the doctor saying this hurts, that hurts, this hurts. They're saying, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna pain, and then are later dying or later have worse complications because when they first said something, it wasn't heard.
Right.
So we talked off the air about you saying black women are the
most unprotected people in America.
Tell me more about that.
So black women, first of all, black women are actually the most educated as well.
And beautiful.
So black women hold degrees, but we're the most unprotected because we don't have that support that other races do. So you know how men obviously get paid more than women, the wage gap.
Yes.
So we're already divided between men and women. And then black men don't always support black women.
Why is that?
Unfortunately.
I think
give me what you think.
You never want to be the underdog. You never want to be at the bottom of the barrel. So if there's a way that I could put you down and I'm a little bit higher than you, I think that's what that is. Because black women, women are already seen as inferior.
Yeah.
Anyway, to men anyway. So men are already, no matter what race, are already not have some sort of superiority over women anyway.
Yeah.
So then it's just nothing that we're at the bottom. You have like white men, white women. Then you have other minority men, other minority women. Then you have black men, then you have black women. That's just the ranking,
the spectrum,
as you would say, right?
Yeah. I feel like, and this is all me right here. This is what I think. I feel like any woman, any race, ethnical, anything, they can rule the world.
Definitely.
I feel like women can rule the world.
Yeah, they could, bro.
Trust me.
I think if
I make one bad decision
in positions of power, this place would not be what it is. I think because women are put in positions where they have to think of multiple outcomes. Right. I can speak for myself and I can say, okay, I need gas, right? It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. I need gas. I can go to the gas station, but I'm in fear because somebody at the gas station might try to hurt me.
Right.
So do I go home and try to wake up earlier to go get gas in the morning before I go to work? Can I try to make it to work? Because still in the morning is really not that much safer than it was at night. So we think of more possible outcomes that maybe men possibly don't think of. And so I think that is why women should be in positions of power, because we try to cover everybody and not just ourselves.
They're definitely dynamic thinkers, and I definitely want to take that away.
Just imagine we had Michelle Obama. Imagine she runs the world, the country.
And she just picked up another degree, so.
I feel if she picks up, if she decides to run with Biden, landslide. Everybody votes for them.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Biden, the Uncle Biden and Michelle Obama as VP, they'll rule the landslide.
It's terrible. We definitely need change because we are suffering as a nation, and then everybody else is laughing at us. Literally, every other country is like, "This is who y'all voted to represent y'all."
Right.
Someone who goes on TV and says this is called the Kung Flu. Like, what is wrong with you that you would say that and think that that's okay to say to the millions of people that you're supposed to be representing? Right. That's crazy to me.
Right.
Like, the stuff that he says is so, it's just, you really be like, can somebody really say that? Like, can somebody really think that through their brain, take it through their mouth, and then stand by and support it? That's crazy to me.
What does that say for America in itself? For the vote, the people that, there's a majority vote right there.
I think in the beginning, it wasn't as apparent as it is now. It wasn't as clear before because he had a lot of supporters in the beginning. And then as the years went on, people started to realize that, you're not really about what you said you were about. And then now you got more so people that's just like, you're just really crazy. I did support you, but now I don't. But then you got those diehards that still gonna support him regardless of what he say that's offensive and wrong and just totally incorrect. It's just
what about the people that he's going against that support him? Like I got cousins that support him. There's people like Chop. I know people that Chop know that's Hispanic probably support him, and women probably support him. That's true. So like, what do you say? What about that? He supports everything. I feel like against that.
I feel like everybody has their opinion though. So if they decide to, they're like,
but how can you? To me, how can you be of Hispanic descent? He don't want you here, and he's saying all this negative thing, and still support him at the same time. I don't understand.
People got 2 eyes and 2 ears, man.
That's true.
I can see him one way, and you can see him another way. That's just my point of view.
Right. No, definitely. That's how people are on 2 sides of everything anyway. On side of the Confederate flag. People feel one way, people feel another way. So,
right.
I mean, you could just do your best to educate them. If they were my cousins, we wouldn't be cousins anymore. But no, I just do your best to educate them and just, if they want to know, they really know. But some people just like living in ignorance and in this happy place that they are in. So
it's like Pusha T said, if you know, you know. Right?
If you know, you know.
So did you go to the protest in downtown?
I did not. I was told not to go.
Okay.
due to dangerous situations.
And that's the thing, man. I really wanted to go to the protest. I really did, but it was just, it's a lot of factors. Like you said, covering many bases, just thinking like something could happen. I could get shot by a rubber bullet. I could lose my eye. My knee can come out of place. You know, I could trip and fall into an arrest.
They were arresting people.
I did something that I didn't do. Mm-hmm. You know, it's so many factors. And then Corona, of all things. And it's just, I really wanted to go, but I, you know, when I get older, I want to say like, well, it was a lot of things that could have happened. I just my future.
Their eyes.
I'm losing eyes.
Right, that's right. As well.
Are they paying for that bill? I doubt it.
Nah.
Why they not shooting? Well, first of all, they shooting rubber bullets. None of them things is hard. And why you not shooting below the waist? You trying to kill now? You shooting to kill? Good. That's her head.
Right.
That's her head.
That's true.
You can get a concussion, I bet, still off that.
Yeah, you can.
Definitely.
I know people that get one more concussion, they gone. Like just, I'm saying, for real. That play so much sports, you get one more concussion, they gonna get rubber bullets, gone. It's over for you.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, seriously.
During that time, that it was I think like the third day of because the riots went like, not the riots, but the protesting was like for a week, I think, 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a job in downtown Raleigh, Davie Street. That's where they hit the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, like the apartments that I was the home of the apartments I was looking at and fixing. All the riots passed through there, and he showed me a video at night how the people came in through at night and how they vandalized everything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see who it was, but you see people,
right?
You know, and then I saw people coming back. I got 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I told my employees, dude, we better hurry up and get out. Like, get us finished. Let's go, because we don't want to be stopped. Especially we're like in the center of the hub. We're in the eye of the hurricane. So I just wanted to finish. We come back tomorrow morning and finish, because I don't want you guys to be mixed with that.
Right.
And you guys lose your income. So it's hard. I like your hat, melanin.
Thank you.
It's like Pusha T said, that if the darker your melanin, you know, it's harder. It's harder for life.
Yeah, melanin is everything, I tell you. I like them dark. The more the melanin, the back of the berry, the sweeter the juice. You already know. Daddy taught me that.
So what's coming for the future for you? What's new? What's going on?
I definitely want to be more active on social media, building faithful servant, definitely. And just trying to be as vocal as I can about what's going on. People can't say they don't know if I'm constantly telling you, you know, if I'm constantly saying, well, this is not right, this is not right. One day they're going to be like, well, why is it not right? And then I can tell you.
Right.
But just definitely trying to be there for people, and grow as a person, grow as an entrepreneur, grow as a Black woman, always trying to be better, getting more education, getting to the bag.
Right, get your monies.
Gotta get to the bag.
Gotta get that stacks.
Definitely.
So what's life goals? You looking to? I know you want to get married and have kids. What those goals looking like?
Definitely, everybody wants to get married. Well, maybe not everybody, but I do want to get married, of course, to a Black man. But definitely want to get married. You know, reproduce. Live in a big old house on top of a hill.
There you go.
You want a lot of kids?
Couple dogs. I always say that I want a lot of kids, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I'll take maybe about 3 or 4, and then I'll probably stop right there. Just I gotta have my boys, and then maybe just one girl, because I probably could only take one more of me.
Why boys?
I just, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever child I have, I would love unconditionally. But I think boys have a greater voice. So I want to raise them to be strong Black men.
That's true. That's true. But to make a male, you know, a boy, the chromosome has to be XY, you know. You need one chromosome, you know, that Y.
That's true.
But because the mother always makes the XX, and
that's
then
true.
and
So
then
it's up
but the
to
dad,
huh?
the dad is the XY. Oh, he has both. The dad has both XX or XY.
Right.
So like for me, I'm the only boy in my family.
Mm-hmm.
So I got me and 3 sisters. My dad said, "Yo, I tried, but I tried 3 more times, but
Are you the oldest?
yeah." Well, like you got a brother and a sister too, right?
I got 2 brothers and a
And
sister.
sisters. So
Yeah.
you see, the XY chromosome is stronger than your family.
Right. What about you, Faye? How many siblings you got?
I have 2 older brothers, an older sister, and then a twin sister.
Yes.
Hey,
So you're a twin, Faith?
I am a twin. Shout out to Hope.
Hope and Faith. I
Are
like
you
that.
We are fraternal. We don't look anything alike, but that's my homie. So
Do you get a lot of twin instincts? Is that a real thing?
yes, but I think it's just from hanging out a lot.
Right.
When you hang out with people, you learn them, you learn their tendencies, you learn what they think, how they think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier. But we do plan to dress alike when we get old. We have to be like 60 or something.
Right.
Then we're going to start dressing alike. Right now, nah.
So how's it to live with a twin? Like, how's it growing up? How was it?
It was great. My parents did a great job of making sure we were individuals and we could set individual goals. But it's always great having somebody, who's just
We share this womb, bro.
right. We're womb buddies.
Are you the youngest or are you older?
I am the oldest. I'm older by 32 minutes.
Shut up, AIDS. I'm the stronger one.
I was born like bigger than her. I'm taller than her now. But yeah, she's more so book smart. I would say I'm more so street smart, but we both have qualities in both fields. She's going to be she's getting her doctorate from Duke University right now.
Dope.
In medical physics, right? So, Dr. Hope.
Dr. Hope.
Yes, shout out to my other siblings, Christina, Jonathan, and Frederick.
And shout out to your people on live.
Shout out to my people on live. I love y'all. Shout out to my family, cousins, everybody who support me. I have a really strong family base. They support me in any and everything I do, from classroom stuff to Sincerely Faith. Also, my friends who I love, who hold me down as well. So,
any tips that you want to give to a young black woman?
Oh, definitely.
Give them out.
Do your best to grow. Read whatever interests you. Read more on it. Always be educated. You don't have to change the way that you talk. You don't have to change the way that you dress to be accepted by anybody. You belong in any room that you walk into. And you don't have to straighten your hair to get that job, sis. Wear that puff.
Wear that puff.
And that's a big thing right there, man. I like how you threw that in there because, when they tell us when we go to interviews, throw the glasses on, make sure you're gonna, cut your hair,
Definitely.
make sure you look good, make you look dressed nice, so you don't look as you don't want to look threatening.
Right.
So for women, you was saying you got straighten. Well, they tell you to straighten your hair. What else they tell you to do?
Straighten your hair. Don't wear anything too tight, especially if you're very curvaceous. You can't wear anything too tight or accentuating. They tell you not to kind of over talk or overshare. They tell you try to be more reserved and just very, put
Right.
together. Not really just bold and just being very pleasant. Talking very articulate. If you tell me, can you come and type 1,000 words? And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. You already know. And you don't want to hire me because I talk like that, but I can write the words. I can type the words,
Right.
So it's just definitely a standard that we have to be accepted.
So I was told that there is a company out there that's making a software, like a LinkedIn, something like that, for hires. So they are gonna put out, instead of your profile, your picture, they're gonna put like all your qualities and all what you've done.
So you can't see who they are.
Just the age, I think, and the male or female, but no name and no pictures.
Because your name suppression is real as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
So they're trying it out, see how it works, and that's like, that's equal. You know, that's, you don't know who you get a Joe or you get a Pam or, you know, Christian or Jose. You never know.
Right. Definitely.
But the qualification says, yo, this homie does all this.
If I can do the job, yeah.
So, Faith, where can our listeners find you at?
Y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at SincereleyFaith0. You can find me on Facebook as Faith Pegues. You can find Sincerely Faith on Facebook as well. And that's it.
One quick story before we leave. You know, I just, when you talk about the puff and all that, I was dating this girl and she told me we were going out. It was Friday night, Saturday night. And she asked me, I'm like, hey, you ready? We're going Solas or Cornerstone, something like that. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, hey, just get ready, you know? And she's like, hey, I'm going to go with my natural hair. I'm like, okay, you know? Like, me too. Like, me too. You know? I don't think, you know, I don't think any of it at all. Because I always saw her with her hair, you know? But when I saw it, like, it's puffed out, I'm like, oh, that's what you mean. And I was okay with it, you know?
Right.
You know, we were dancing all that. But then I told her, hey, the hair cannot, it's hitting my face, you know? And we all sweaty and all that. So you just gave me, like,
that's hilarious.
Give me a couple napkins, you know?
Right.
Child, you funny.
but that's the story, man. That's the story I had. And then that's the day I was wowed. So, Q, any last remarks before we leave?
Man, I definitely have to agree. As being a black man, black women are most educated and the saviors of this world in a sense. I'm gonna have me a black wife. They are everything. They are a foundation. So they are underappreciated, and I think platforms like Sincerely Faith and Faithful Servant bring out the good and the black community and what our men and women can do and what we're capable of.
Yes, you know, I agree with both of you guys. You know, we have to protect our women, you know, of any race, race, you know, and protect our men too, you know, protect everybody. You know, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. You know, and then I hope everybody listen today. Whoever's listening to this episode, you know, listen to us, listen to Faith, you know, hear what she had to say, you know, and I think we go from there.
Yeah. Faith, really appreciate it. Really taking your time, like I said, coming out to the office.
Thanks,
I know it's a little out the way, but
we try to make it work.
It's very appreciated. Good luck to you and everything that you do.
Thank you.
And all your platforms, and much success. And I'm positive, you know, Chopper's positive that you're going to make an impact and be of influence.
Yes, keep working and all your goals will be met.
Thank you. Definitely success to Q and Chop. Y'all the bomb.
Thank you very much. Guys, today was Q and Chop with Faith. Guys, thank you for listening. Don't forget our website. Go to our website and sign up for our weekly blog. Guys, thank you again. See you to the next one. Holla.